You're about to discover something that will completely shatter everything you thought you knew about the power of your mind. Right now, as you watch this video, your brain is literally creating the reality you experience through quantum processes that scientists are only just beginning to understand. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to harness this incredible power to transform your life in ways you never imagined possible. What if I told you that the thoughts happening in your head right now aren't just random electrical impulses, but actual quantum events that influence the physical world around you? What if your consciousness isn't just observing reality, but actively participating in creating it at the most fundamental level of existence? This isn't science fiction or wishful thinking. This is cutting-edge quantum physics meeting neuroscience, and the implications are absolutely mind-blowing. The human brain contains approximately 86 billion neurons, and each one of these neurons operates through quantum mechanical processes. When you have a thought, you're not just processing information, you're collapsing quantum wave functions, influencing probability fields, and literally shaping the fabric of reality itself. This quantum nature of consciousness has been studied by leading physicists and neuroscientists for decades, and what they're discovering is revolutionary. If you're enjoying this content, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. You're not just supporting the channel, but joining a community of like-minded individuals who share a collective desire and understanding of the world unseen. Knowledge is power. Let me paint you a picture of what's really happening inside your skull right now. Every neuron in your brain is connected to thousands of other neurons through structures called synapses. But here's where it gets fascinating. The communication between these neurons happens through quantum tunneling effects. This means that information in your brain can literally teleport from one location to another, defying classical physics in the process. But it goes even deeper than that. Inside each neuron, there are tiny structures called microtubules. These microtubules are like quantum computers, processing information at the subatomic level. They're constantly vibrating at quantum frequencies, creating what scientists call quantum coherence. This coherence allows your consciousness to exist as a unified field of awareness, rather than just a collection of separate brain cells firing randomly. Now, here's where things get really interesting. When you focus your attention on something, you're not just passively observing it. You're actually collapsing quantum possibilities into a specific reality. This is based on the famous double-slit experiment in quantum physics, which shows that the act of observation literally changes the behavior of particles at the quantum level. Your consciousness is the observer, and your focused attention is collapsing infinite possibilities into the single reality you experience. Think about this for a moment. Every time you have a thought, every time you imagine something, every time you visualize an outcome, you're sending quantum information into the field of possibilities that surrounds us. This field, sometimes called the quantum vacuum or zero-point field, contains infinite potential energy and information. Your thoughts are like ripples in this field, influencing what manifests in your physical reality. This isn't just theoretical anymore. Scientists have conducted experiments showing that human intention can influence random number generators, affect the growth of bacteria, and even change the molecular structure of water. These studies suggest that consciousness has a measurable effect on physical matter, supporting the idea that your thoughts really can create your reality. But here's what most people don't understand about this process. It's not just positive thinking or wishful hoping. It's about understanding the quantum mechanics of consciousness and learning how to work with these natural processes intentionally. When you truly grasp how your quantum brain operates, you can begin to use it as a powerful tool for creating the life you want. Let me explain how this actually works in practical terms. When you have a clear, focused thought accompanied by strong emotion, you're creating what physicists call quantum entanglement between your consciousness and the possibilities in the quantum field. This entanglement means that changes in your mental state can instantaneously influence corresponding changes in your external reality, regardless of distance or time. The key is in the combination of focused intention and emotional energy. Intention provides the direction, while emotion provides the quantum energy needed to collapse possibilities into reality. This is why visualization techniques work so powerfully when they're combined with genuine feeling. You're not just imagining something, you're quantum entangling your consciousness with the possibility of that outcome. Your brain also has the remarkable ability to create quantum superposition states. This means you can hold multiple possibilities in your awareness simultaneously, just like quantum particles can exist in multiple states at once. When you do this consciously, you're expanding your quantum potential and increasing the range of realities you can access and create. The reticular activating system in your brain plays a crucial role in this process. This network of neurons acts like a quantum filter, determining which possibilities from the infinite quantum field become part of your conscious awareness. When you set clear intentions and focus your attention consistently, you're programming this system to notice and attract opportunities that align with your desired reality. But there's an even more profound aspect to consider. Your quantum brain doesn't just influence your individual reality, it connects you to a collective consciousness field that links all human awareness. When you change your quantum state, you're contributing to changes in this collective field, which can influence the experiences of others and the world as a whole. This understanding completely transforms how we think about personal development and manifestation. Instead of trying to force outcomes through willpower alone, you can learn to work with quantum principles to create changes that feel effortless and natural. You're not fighting against reality, you're participating in its creation at the most fundamental level. The implications of this are staggering. If your thoughts really are quantum events that influence physical reality, then every moment of every day, you're actively participating in creating your experience. The quality of your thoughts, the focus of your attention, and the emotional states you cultivate all become incredibly important factors in determining what you experience in life. This also means that limiting beliefs and negative thought patterns aren't just psychological issues, they're quantum programs that actively create limitations in your reality. When you repeatedly think thoughts of scarcity, fear, or limitation, you're quantum entangling your consciousness with those possibilities and making them more likely to manifest in your experience. But the opposite is also true. When you consistently focus on possibilities of abundance, love, and success, you're quantum entangling your consciousness with those realities and making them more likely to appear in your life. This isn't magical thinking. It's quantum mechanics applied to consciousness and reality creation. The most exciting part is that you can learn to use these principles intentionally. By understanding how your quantum brain works, you can begin to take conscious control of the reality creation process. This involves learning to maintain quantum coherence in your consciousness, focusing your intention with precision, and generating the emotional energy needed to collapse possibilities into your desired reality. One of the most powerful techniques for working with your quantum brain is what scientists call coherent meditation. This involves synchronizing your brain waves into coherent patterns that enhance quantum processing in your neurons. When your brain achieves quantum coherence, your consciousness becomes incredibly powerful at influencing reality. During coherent states, your brain produces measurable electromagnetic fields that extend beyond your physical body. These fields can influence the quantum vacuum around you, affecting the probability of various outcomes in your environment. This is why meditation and mindfulness practices can have such profound effects, not just on your inner state, but on your external circumstances as well. Another crucial aspect is understanding quantum timing. Unlike classical physics, quantum events don't follow linear time sequences. Quantum effects can appear to happen instantaneously across vast distances, and they can even seem to influence past events retroactively. This means that the changes you make in your consciousness now can affect not only your future, but can also seem to reorganize your past experiences into more coherent patterns. This quantum nature of time explains why personal transformation often happens in sudden leaps, rather than gradual progressions. When you achieve a quantum shift in consciousness, your entire reality can reorganize itself almost instantaneously to match your new quantum state. People often report that after major breakthroughs, it seems like their whole life history led perfectly to that moment of transformation. Your quantum brain also has the ability to access information from what scientists call the quantum hologram of the universe. This is a theoretical construct suggesting that all information that has ever existed is stored in the quantum field and can be accessed by consciousness under the right conditions. This could explain phenomena like intuition, creativity, and sudden insights that seem to come from nowhere. The practical applications of understanding your quantum brain are virtually limitless. You can use these principles to accelerate healing in your body, attract opportunities and relationships that align with your highest good, develop enhanced creativity and problem-solving abilities, and create a life that reflects your deepest values and desires. But perhaps most importantly, understanding your quantum brain helps you realize that you're not a victim of circumstance. You're not at the mercy of random events or other people's choices. You're a conscious co-creator of reality, wielding quantum forces that can reshape your experience in profound ways. This realization is both empowering and humbling, as it places both the responsibility and the power for your life squarely in your own consciousness. The journey of unlocking your quantum brain begins with shifting from being an unconscious participant in reality creation to becoming a conscious director of the process. This means taking responsibility for the quality of your thoughts, the focus of your attention, and the emotional states you choose to cultivate. It means recognizing that every moment is an opportunity to quantum entangle your consciousness with the possibilities you most want to experience. As we stand on the threshold of a new understanding of consciousness and reality, the quantum brain represents, perhaps, the most exciting frontier in human potential. By learning to work consciously with these quantum processes, we can unlock capabilities that previous generations could only dream of. The power to create your reality isn't just a metaphor or a motivational concept. It's a scientific fact based on the quantum nature of consciousness itself. Your thoughts are not just thoughts. They are quantum events rippling through the fabric of reality, continuously shaping and reshaping your experience. The question isn't whether you have this power. You've always had it. The question is whether you'll choose to use it consciously and intentionally to create a life that truly reflects your highest potential. The quantum universe is waiting for you to step into your role as a conscious creator. The time to unlock your quantum brain is now. Thank you for joining us on today's journey into the quantum realms of reality. Tune in next time when we continue our exploration into the mysteries of human consciousness and the world, both around us and within us. Take care.